urge our security men and women is to adjust on in a way in which they conduct their roles, such that it shouldn't be conducted in an inhumane manner. If you are caught, if a Kenyan is caught jeopardizing, or rather putting security of this nation in an awkward position, I think it is the responsibility of our security operators to ensure that that Kenyan is arrested and arraigned in court. Torturing and issues like careless abduction and killings shouldn't be in this 21st century. In as much as security is a very vital organ which need to be preserved and protected, Kenyans should not be arrested in an inhuman manner to the point of which Kenyans lose their lives. That should not be something which should not occur in this 21st century. Another thing, the political elite, utterances by some political elites of undermining or threatening Kenyans shouldn't be there. Today I heard a certain cabinet secretary threatening Kenyans, and that should not be there. Leaders should respect Kenyans, and if there is some misinformation, I think it is upon the leader to come out and ensure that he addresses that thing in respect to the rule of law and respect to being fair to the justice administration of this country. That is the way we want this country to be to proceed. Sovereignty, we have protected our nation, and that should not be compromised. Security of Kenyans, our sovereignty should be protected. Recently we saw Ugandans coming into this nation, Burundians coming into this nation. I think the security apparatus must focus on ensuring what are they coming to do here. If they are investors, well and good. But if they are coming here in this land to take the menial jobs which should be done by Kenyans, then Kenyans will not be doing such like jobs. You find Kenyans are now going to Saudi Arabia, and our people have suffered in Saudi Arabia. As National People's Assembly, those are the things which we are advocating for. People coming into our land, they must be productive. They must be bringing inputs which will spearhead the economic agenda of this country, not coming to take the spaces which should be utilized by our nationals. With those few remarks, I beg to end.
Somalis, they are being deported. So what's your take on that?
Well, you find recently in Eastleigh, these Somali citizens, there was a lady who was killed, and her mother were killed. But you find that the person who killed this lady and the mother was coming from Somalian Republic. How did that person find himself in this country? And that is why we are saying that the security should not be compromised. And people who are relaxing or who are not conducting their duties at the border, who are corrupting the security apparatus, I think they should be brought to book. The security of this country is now not stable, because how can a foreigner come into our land, capital city of the republic, and do such a heinous act? I think that is a matter which should be looked into, and how that security officer left to Somali Republic, came here and conducted killings. What inspired? How did it reach to that point? I think that is something which should be looked at.
Okay, but now we are still on the security matters, and also we are seeing that the DCI, they are conducting their work, and most of the Kenyans are contradicting them. So what's your take on that?
Well, today, like in our session today, you find some people are castigating the security apparatus, the DCI, and others are also supporting them. So that is democracy. We embrace them. Had it not been the DCI, I think Kenya could have been like Somalia. Kenya could have been like Congo. Kenya could have been like Southern Sudan. And we congratulate them for the good work they are doing, especially the person who conducted such a heinous act. He was arrested, and he is now in custody and is in the hand of security. So to some extent, the security are doing their part, and we cannot say that. Maybe in a department, in a security department, you will find some people are relaxing while others are conducting their part. So, lapses today in our National Assembly, I think that in our National People's Assembly, people are supporting the DCI, and others are also castigating them. That is democracy. And we have seen that the DCI has maintained, and the National Intelligence Service, they have done exemplary in ensuring that the Kenyan security is stable, unlike in our neighboring countries.
Okay, you have seen now you are recommending and you are saying that the DCI, they are doing good job, but also you saw that the DCI, they are trying to interfere with the journalists. So what's your take on that?
I've not said the security, the DCI are interfering with the journalists.
No, you have not said, but there's a clip and they were at the DCI headquarters and we saw how they interfere with one of us, citizen journalists.
Today, they interfere with citizen reliable sector. And there are things which are covered and there are things which will to be covered. I think I'm not a security expert, but security is something which is very, 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 very delicate. And to some extent, I think in some areas they are just right. In some areas they might not be right. Just get me there, my brother.
Okay, thanks for your time.
From Ghetto. Thank you very much.
What will you say about Joe sending any threats to social media agencies?
And that is a matter which I've also, if you look at my speech which I've just delivered, now I've said that there should be mutual respect between the leadership of the country and the people. Today you are a minister, tomorrow you will not be a minister. We saw people like, we have read in history, people like Nicholas Kipiatot Biwott. They are very powerful ministers in that old constitution. And today they are nowhere, Olenti Mama. So leaders, even if you are a principal secretary, respect those who are down. And if you are to say something, can you let it be in a formal way, in a very human way, to pass your message. It is not good to threaten people of low. They will feel undermined, and that will bring no animosity between the leadership and the people. And therefore, I ask the president to ensure that the people whom he appointed must respect the Kenyan people. And if they have to reply or react on Kenyans, they have to do it in a more respectful manner. Thank you very much.